What is going on, guys? Johnny on the track, back with another video, coming off a great weekend last week at Kansas. Gave the Kyle Larson pick out. I was high on Toyota. Denny Hamlin was obviously good. Shocker from Chris Buescher. How about that? Closest finish in NASCAR history we saw between Larson and Buescher. But like I said, I felt Toyota was going to be fast. They were, for the most part. Truex was good. Hamlin was great. But then I said, if it's not one of those guys, it's going to be the five car rather, and Kyle Larson. And that is who it was. Great race, great track. Yeah, I mean, that race really was something else. So, really good momentum we have off of Kansas, now moving into Darlington, which will be the track this week. Another banger of a 1.5-mile track. So we should have a good one this weekend. Not the Southern 500, the Goodyear 400, I believe this one is called. So, yeah, it should be a good showing. Real quick before we get into the bets, NASCAR betting preview show, the partnership we have with that entity, if you will. It's where you can listen, or you might be listening to the podcast version of this show. So NASCAR betting preview show, wherever you get your podcasts, give that a search, hit follow. You can hear the best NASCAR betting analysts give their picks for the weekend. Trucks Xfinity Cup is what we do on this show. And then the live NASCAR betting preview show, the live show, if you will, goes live on X, on Twitter, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday nights. So make sure you tune in there as well. So there it is. Did the partnership, talked a little bit about Kansas and the week that was, but now we are moving forward. Sunday, Mother's Day, I believe, is Sunday at Darlington. So here we go. Let's get into some bets. I am going to start with some big underdogs. And the first guy I want to target here is a guy who I am really impressed with this year. I guess you could say I'm impressed with the team overall, but this guy in particular in the 10 car, Noah Gragson, has been like lights out, quite frankly, and it's been really impressive. If he doesn't get that 35-point penalty, I think he's like right around 17th, 18th in points. So he's right there. And for a team that has struggled on 1.5 miles, for really in the next gen era, it's been, awesome to see Noah Gragson take that team to the next level, quite frankly. He's just been really, really good. So Noah Gragson, I honestly think he can win this race. And look, going back to the track that is Darlington, if you're good at Darlington, you're good at Darlington. That's just kind of how it works. It's a high tire wear track, uniquely shaped, skill-based track, in my opinion. So I like to say, if you're good at Darlington, you are good at Darlington. Noah Gragson is very good at Darlington. Plus 5,500 for the money line. I think there's value top 5, top 10, top 4, all that good stuff for Noah Gragson. His worst Xfinity Darlington finish is 8th. He's got 2 Xfinity wins. And like I said, he's shown really good speed this year at 1.5 miles. Huge underdog pick here, but I like Gragson. Had a terrible result in the legacy car he was in last year when they were running, in Chevy, but he's really kind of rebirthed himself as a new guy this year with Stewart-Haas Racing. Super talented, great Darlington race car driver. I like Gragson for a huge underdog pick and prop him up top 4, top 10, all that good stuff. Another underdog. My goodness, that was awful. that was my Northeast coming out there. Erik Jones, and I think a lot of people are going to be high on Erik Jones. Now, the injury concerns me. He's been out the past 2 weeks with, I believe, the back injury. But plus 40 to 1, plus 4,000. I just feel like first of all, he's been great here, right? He's got 2 career wins, one in the next gen era. He's had fast race cars at this track. Now I said I am concerned with the injury a little bit, but at the same time, he was eager to return to this race. Like, this is the one he said, I want to be back for Darlington. I want to be back for Darlington. He knows he's going to get 2 chances to make the playoffs racing at Darlington. This one here, and then the Southern 500, which is what we closed the regular season with. So he has 2 great chances at this track in a Toyota to win this race. 40-1, I think, is a great value pick for Erik Jones. That number might slip and slide, maybe if he doesn't qualify as well as I think some of us think he's capable of doing. But 40-1, I think there is value there in Erik Jones to win at Darlington. 3 more guys. Kyle Busch, plus 1,500. He's been the second fastest at Darlington in the next gen era. He's had fast race cars, bad luck. Fast race cars, bad luck. That's going to be a trend here with the other guys I'm picking. But, Kyle Busch, it's kind of been the Darlington theme, I feel like, in his career. And honestly, there's another guy who, again, same thing. But he's on a nice roll right now. Kyle Busch, really, like, in the start of the season hot, sort of in the middle of the season so far, he cooled off a little bit, but he has found his groove. I like that team. I think there's going to be a lot of restarts. And Kyle Busch, if you saw that video of him going like 19th to 8th, he is elite at restarts. He will be. You're going to have to be. Track position is key. It's tough to pass at Darlington. Kyle Busch, I like that. 15-1 to win this race. Ross Chastain, plus 1,300. Another guy. Fast race cars, bad luck here. What is his next gen speed ranking here? Tied for 4th. He had the fastest car on the first this race essentially last year. The second fastest in another Darlington next gen race. The first one actually. And these numbers come from ifantasyrace.com. Ryan Rance, I shout him out a lot. He's got a great website for really, the best stats in my opinion. But Ross Chastain hasn't gotten the result, did get a top 5 at the Southern 500 last year. But other than that, the results just haven't been there. He's had fast cars. He won a stage here, has a great average running position. So all that stuff cannot be argued. It's just, whether he can stay out of the chaos, because this track, this race, that stuff happens. But I think Ross is going to have a fast race car. He had a fast one last week, didn't get the result he deserved. He's had, honestly, fast race cars the whole year. But just, the results really haven't been there. But I like Ross Chastain 13-1. I think there's good value for a guy that I know will be fast on Sunday. Truex, last guy we're looking at, plus 600. Don't love the number, hoping we could get that maybe closer to 750. I don't think it'll slide to 8, but who knows? But I would take it now at 6. I do think there's still decent value there. And yeah, again, like it's coming down to fast race cars, bad luck, especially in the next gen era. He's basically had 2 chances that he should have won this race. Had a great race car last year, led a bunch of laps, as well as the race that Erik Jones ended up winning. His car blew up. Kyle Busch's car blew up. I think Harvick's car blew up. It was like a crazy, crazy race. But Truex was leading at the time, had a great race car. He's also coming off back-to-back top 5s. So I feel like the momentum is there for that team. He's going to bring a fast race car. I think he's due for a win at this point. He's been so consistent and so good this year. I expect Martin Truex to be fast. So those are the guys that I'm targeting, and I feel like all of them have pretty solid value right now. Noah Gragson, Erik Jones, Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, and Martin Truex Jr. Yes, I'm looking for a new winner. I just have a hunch that I feel like we're going to have a new winner this week. Somebody who has not won a cup race this year. I don't know why, but that feeling, I just have that feeling, and I feel like it's going to be one of these guys listed here. Those are the bets. Want to know what you guys think? Leave your bets in the comments section below. Hit subscribe if you want to watch more great NASCAR and motorsports content. we do it all. So hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It goes a long way for the channel. Appreciate you guys watching. Happy Mother's Day to everybody, who's watching and their mothers. Make sure you don't forget this Sunday is Mother's Day. On that note, let's have a great race weekend and let's go win some bets. Thanks, guys.